Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats. So today I'm going to talk about the Pentax LX. It's their top of the line camera from their film days. Kind of a small body. I like the size of the body. Cool sideways hanging strap. But the thing that really I like about this camera, I was at a sale and like I need another camera, but this one came with an 45-degree angle finder. So I've been walking down the street photographing like this, and I think people think it's a video camera and they don't notice that I'm photographing them as I'm walking by them. It's got a huge eyepiece which is modified to fit your eyesight if you don't want to wear glasses like I don't. And it's the Pentax LX always had a great viewfinder on it, so it's always been a nice bright 100% viewfinder, and then this working with this makes it just even all that much easier. And you have to watch out for the LX. Some of them have sticky mirrors situations. This one doesn't seem to have that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it develops it. They all seem to. And sometimes you can get away with it. You'll lose the frame that you're shooting, and then the next frame will be okay. And often maybe you'll even get the first frame because the shutter still worked. It's just the mirror stuck up, and then it'll come back down in a few seconds. And that's something that I'm aware of, that I will watch for this one because it could get that sticky mirror. But this one has the grip. I think a lot of times these grips are missing. And the Pentax FD-1, it says on the back. And I just like I don't know, for me it feels like there's a different way of seeing the viewfinder by looking in that direction instead of having it up to my eye and aiming it at somebody. So if I were walking toward you, would you think I'm filming you or photographing you? Would it be less obtrusive? The reason I got this is to run a roll of film or two through it and see how do people respond to it if I'm walking through like this. And if I am able to walk by and see this frame as my canvas, and I can see people coming and going. But you can see that with any viewfinder, but there's something about using it at a 45-degree angle that changes the way people perceive what you're doing. And I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference. I know that the viewfinder is very, very bright, and the LX has always been a wonderful camera for high quality build, and you feel like you're holding something that's got one of the best viewfinders. It was their top of the line camera with interchangeable viewfinders. So I have the standard one, came with that too, but this 45, the one that made me say, I'm just curious. If somebody were shy, if they were walking with this, would they be less shy because they're kind of looking down into something and people will assume that you're just checking something or you're looking into something, but it's not a camera that's photographing them? I don't know. I don't know what the results will be. Has anybody used a 45-degree viewfinder in the street? I guess it'd be handy for using it for product shots and things where you have to be above the camera and you don't want to go climb down low. You can stay above it a little bit. But what about shooting in the street? What about doing portraits? I have a 28-2.8 on there right now. How would that work? Would that work in a way that because it's seeing so wide, I can just literally stand somewhere or walk through people and focus and shoot? And will they be less aware or less on guard, less wondering what I'm doing, and maybe assuming I'm not photographing them? Maybe they think it's video. I don't know. It'll be an interesting experiment. That's how I end up with another camera. My experimental mind. All right, that's today's photography talk. A Pentax LX with a FD-1 viewfinder. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. You can support it to Patreon if you can and are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next week. We'll talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.